Chapter 1. Her fingers strode the raspy bark of unfamiliar trees as her bare feet pranced about the mountain frost. She traversed uncertainty as she did all else in life, like a bubbly child on a carefree summer day, filled with rosy awe. Perhaps those were bouts of denial in the face of tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. It was how she best coped with her circumstance, even as she again fled death amid that starry, near moonless night, lost and shrouded in only a crimson cloak. Illumined or not, Mother Nature was foreign to her there. Mother's peaks seemed higher, her lowlands bleaker, her chills colder, her beasts fiercer, her estrangement harsher. That was not why Damiana slowed to a stop. Lights had become discernible in the faraway below. A coast, a town, that meant help. But it also warned of more males. One ended her life as she knew it. The ones after nearly killed her. Dionisio would surely, if he ever found her. His capriccio had long skewed him, minting him the aficionado of everything wrong. An Arctic gust jarred her. Wilting conifers swayed and pelted her with their icy needles. Their aromatic beauty soothed her. Their angst implored her to move on. All would soon be fine, she sang to them. Death over abomination, Damiana reaffirmed and continued her descent. Hope was all she had left. Night succumbed to dawn long before the toe of the mountain revealed itself to be a tangle of snowy brush, dense trees, and jagged boulders, all of which Damiana wandered around and over with ease. None of it brought her any closer to the town, it seemed. It had looked so much nearer. A journey still lay ahead. That did not defer the unease. It was so vexing. Would the townspeople know? Would they stare? Would they judge? Would they attempt to harm her? Or would she find a way to meld? She felt no hurry to arrive, as badly as she needed the cover. Damiana was again skipping and caressing the trees she passed, taking her sweet time. Fear still wrung her heart, though it numbed to all else long ago. A mark of her accursed fix. No matter the outcome, the alternative was worse. She would be no male's prisoner any longer. That solemn vow began her journey and was something to be celebrated. So Damiana pranced along for a great while. The end, whatever it was, beckoned. She stopped and dove behind a boulder, clutching her mouth to muffle her terrified gasp. She looked around. Perhaps she had not smelled him sooner, because he was downwind. Or was it a remnant odour? It took an apex predator to know one. Damiana waited, listened. Unlike males, prudence was not something to which she was averse. All was exquisitely silent. Damiana resumed breathing. Her gaze slowly drifted upward to a passing flock. Those lithely pale soarers refused to be anything but free. Like her, they were aficionados for all that was right. Oh, how every one of Mother's faces awed. Nothing more so than the green aurora glow which often haunted the night skies of this strange land, as it did her beloved Siberia. A lovely peculiarity was the only lingering familiarity. Damiana's eyes glistened. Could not Mother come to one day forgive her and show her mercy instead of wrath? Oh, how Damiana longed to reconcile. The birds dwindled to mere specks in the glowing horizon and were gone. Damiana sighed. Her woe waded in drab silence. It was a silence all too silent. A silence that was not the least bit tranquil. It was an anomalous silence. "No," Damiana gasped before she could stop herself. "How did you find me?" He had to be close, stalking her, yet perfectly still. She felt compelled to reason with him. "I wish you no ill, brother beast." His silence mocked her. "I desire only to be friends." She tried to console the wily beast. He was inconsolable. His silence rejected all cajoling. "We are both children in mother," Damiana pleaded, as she stood and backed away, "unlike those who will ultimately come." She tripped, stumbled, and fell. Damiana stood and resumed backing away. "Their presence alone will wilt your heart. They know no mercy." She readied to flee the way she came, back up the mountain. "Please let me pass, brother beast," Damiana begged. "It is not too late for either of us." She was unable to see him, yet certain he was there. She glanced in the direction of town, determined to reach it. "I am your friend, and you are mine," she reassured the wily beast, then plunged back into her journey toward the small coastal town, full sprint. She could not go back the way she came. Damiana scrambled to a stop as he emerged from the trees ahead. A heinous scar diagonally striated his face. Drool was oozing from his grotesquely disfigured snout. The fur on his hump was fully raised. "L'assassino!" Damiana chided him, accepting he would never forgive her for what she did to his face nights ago, when she was not herself. "Wicked beast! It was you who drew first blood, not I!" Her only regret had been failing to kill him. The massive, scar-faced grizzly charged. She fled the way she came. How did he get ahead of her? He and his brethren stood between her and her final hope, the small coastal town. It was then Damiana again reaffirmed what she had known all along, but had resisted. She would have to be like every male she had ever known. Ruthless. For credence alone was the rhythm of life. It was the melody of self. It was the cadence of survival. And nothing else mattered.